For the first time ever, we have spent 31 nights on the same cruise ship, and we're here to tell you all about the good, bad, and ugly of the Celebrity Eclipse. Hey everyone, I'm Jordan.
And I'm Jared.
And this is JJ Cruise. We spent the entire month last October on the same cruise ship. That was the Celebrity Eclipse. We took this ship across the Pacific for a Transpacific cruise, and then we took a cruise all around New Zealand. We feel like we know everything there is to know about this ship, and so today we want to share with you the good, bad, and the ugly of the Celebrity Eclipse. You're going to want to watch till the end because we're going to answer very common questions people have about cruising Celebrity and cruising the Celebrity Eclipse, as well as give you our tips and things that we wish we would have known before ever embarking on this cruise ship.
Before we get into our honest cruise review, we want to talk about the ship herself. The Celebrity Eclipse was built in 2010 and is a part of the Solstice class. This ship is 121,000 gross tonnage and is a mid-sized ship for the Celebrity Cruises brand. It can hold 2,850 passengers, and it does some really great itineraries. Right now, it's in New Zealand and Australia, but later it'll be in Alaska, and it will even do Bermuda as well as Greenland and Iceland cruise itineraries in 2024.
Let's get right into the good, and we're going to kick this off by starting about the staterooms. We stayed in two different staterooms during the 31 nights that we were on the ship. Both were Aqua Class verandas. Aqua Class verandas are very similar to your standard verandas on the ship, and we were really impressed with the size of the stateroom and the overall size of the bathroom. Both were large and comfortable. We didn't have any issues ever really feeling cramped. And both times we had two different stateroom attendants, and the stateroom attendants were wonderful. They kept the room clean. We were able to get service twice a day, and the general stateroom experience for both of us was very positive on the Celebrity Eclipse. Moving out of the stateroom, we also really liked the overall design of the ship. Now, if you've been on a Solstice class ship before, most of these ships are very identical to each other. So this ship was very similar to the Reflection and the Equinox, which we have previously done. But we really do like that a majority of the spaces on the ship fall within just a few decks, really mid-ship. It's easy to get around. It's not overly large or overwhelming. And it does still have elements that are very classic to this type of cruise ship. Something that people loved on the ship in particular was that it did have a nice space all the way up at the top of the ship where people could sit at the forward and look out. Some of the newer class, like the Edge class ships, do not provide that for everyone except for suite passengers. So that was something that we also enjoyed, was sitting in that lounge, being able to see forward and really just enjoy the overall layout of the Eclipse.
Another thing I really love about this ship, and it is on some of the others in this class as well, is a dry sauna being in the locker room. A lot of times you have to pay extra by going into the spa to get a dry sauna, but in the locker rooms, you can go ahead and after your workout, relax in the dry sauna before taking a shower and going on with the rest of your day. Something that we just feel is an actual elevated level of relaxation for any cruise passenger who is on board the Celebrity Eclipse. Moving into the good regarding food, we were in Aqua Class, as we mentioned. So Blu is the specialty restaurant that comes along with Aqua Class staterooms. This is exclusive to Aqua Class, and it is all gourmet, clean eating. So the meals there feel fresh, but they also feel a little healthier than some of those typical cruise dishes when you get them in a main dining room restaurant. The meals in Blu on Celebrity Eclipse were some of the best we've ever had for Celebrity Cruises, and that is saying a lot because we rarely have a bad meal inside the Blu restaurant. Definitely not something to be missed. If you're going on Celebrity Eclipse, maybe spend a little extra money and make sure you're in Aqua Class.
During the 31 nights, we did get to try a couple of the specialty restaurants. We did eat in Tuscan and Murano. We had very good experiences in both of these restaurants, but one of them was a little bit better than the other, and that would be Murano. If you are going on the Celebrity Eclipse, we would say this is a specialty restaurant not to be missed. It is traditional French dining. It's a little bit more elevated and does come with an extra cost, but we love Murano. We actually think that this is probably one of the favorite specialty dining restaurants that we've ever eaten at. So in the future, if you're going on the Eclipse, we would highly recommend dining at Murano.
We can't talk food and drinks without talking about the service. And this goes from the service in Blu, especially restaurants, but also just general drink service. The servers and bartenders were incredible. They were not only quick, but the drinks tasted delicious and felt like they were crafted with love. So definitely something to not be missed is the drink service, but service in general for food and beverage on the Celebrity Eclipse.
During the 31 nights that we were on board, we did get to see 3 main stage shows. There was a lot of entertainment during the time that we were on the ship, but these 3 stage shows included Euphoria, Rock City, and Topper. We have to give a shout out to the entertainment team because they were some of the most talented people we have ever seen on a ship. The vocalists were incredible, the dancers were amazing, and we enjoyed these shows so much, we even found ourselves seeing them more than once. If your sailing has a Broadway cabaret, that is an extra bonus show put on by the singers, we would highly recommend not to miss that because it really got to showcase the vocalists, and they were so talented.
Of course, entertainment is what you do at night, but what do you do during the day? Well, activities and events through this entire journey of 31 nights really weren't to be missed. We enjoyed some of these activities and events that are very unique and have never been seen on any other cruise ships that we have been on for Celebrity Cruises brand. We especially love some of the special parties they threw, especially the Halloween party. We were sailing during the month of October, and the Halloween party and decor were some of the best we have ever seen. And for something that isn't even that widely celebrated in the New Zealand and Australia area, it really felt like we were back at home in the States, and we were so thankful for it. So kudos to everyone on the event planning team, the activities team, because we had a blast.
Most people know that Jared and I do frequent the casino when we are on our cruises, so we get the question a lot, what was the casino like on this ship? We actually really enjoyed the casino on the Celebrity Eclipse. There was a good mix of different games on board, specifically when we're talking about slot machines. You had some of those older classic games, as well as some brand new games that had recently come on the ship. The casino staff was also great. We had a really good time in this casino, and if you are a frequenter of the casino like us, we think that you'll enjoy the casino on board the Celebrity Eclipse.
That was the good. Before we get into the bad and our ugly at the very end, we have to invite you to subscribe to the channel. It means the world to us and is completely free to you. So if you can go down, hit that subscribe button. All we do is cruise content. And so if you love cruising, we are bound to give you something that you will enjoy. And while you're at it, hit the thumbs up.
This next portion of the list is the bad, but really it's more so things that we wish we would have known before getting on board. Now, if you know the Celebrity Solstice class, you know that on the upper deck, there is one of 2 things that are found. Either the Lawn Club Grill, which is a restaurant, or glass blowing, which is like a special activity. Well, the Lawn Club Grill is one of our favorite restaurants in the world, and unfortunately it was not found on this ship. Now, this is something that is of course not a bad because you do get the glass blowing instead, but for us, we would have preferred the Lawn Club Grill be on this ship. It's a little bit picky, but it's just our honest thoughts.
This next bad for us is something we found on Celebrity Eclipse, and we found on some of the others in her class as well. It's regarding the seating in Celebrity Central. This is a venue that is used a lot of times for movies. It'll also be held for Deal or No Deal or some other smaller events. But for movies especially, you really want to have comfortable seating. And the seating inside Celebrity Central just really isn't that comfortable. I wish it would be a little bit more like loungers or something that you could really have a good movie experience. So hopefully with next revolutions or renovations that this area will be focused on so seating can be improved.
This Celebrity Central area kind of spills out into like a main atrium right outside the theater, and they do a lot of game shows and activities in this space. Personally, I actually really dislike this space. It's small for the amount of people that kind of crowd around for the activities, and I don't really understand what Celebrity was thinking when they designed it. Of course, this is nothing that's going to be changing with this older ship, but let me know in the comments if you agree with me or disagree with me, because this part of the ship is just not my favorite.
That was the bad. There wasn't much bad, was there? But the few things we really hope they improve on in the future. Now it's time for the ugly. And this was really hard for us. We were really fighting back and forth of if we should say anything about this because it really hurt us, some friends we made on board. It really hurt our hearts to see this. And that was the fact that there was only one person working our entire cruise in Cellar Masters. If you're not familiar with this type of ship, Cellar Masters is the wine venue. So you are able to lounge and drink wine at your leisure. It is very popular with cruisers. However, there is no bar there. And so with no bar there, there's only one server, and the one server was worked harder than any other crew member that we could find on the cruise ship, and we felt so bad for this one member of the crew.
We found ourselves in this venue multiple evenings, but there were some evenings where this venue was packed. We felt really bad that this crew member was left alone in this venue. We have no idea why Celebrity would do this, or whoever was in charge of that venue would do this. We hope that in the future we see at least 2 servers in this space, because the space is not small. And when you have 30 or 40 people in there, that poor crew member clearly was stressed out. So this is something that really we did not like. We had to mention, and we hope Celebrity fixes in the future.
Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, and leave a comment below if you've been on the Celebrity Eclipse or are looking to sail on the Celebrity Eclipse coming soon. We love to hear the excitement, and this is a great cruise ship that is good for all people, and we can't wait to get on board her again soon. Until next time, see ya!